Hello, I'm Anwesha and I work as a staff attorney at Legal Aid of Northwest Texas and the Amarillo office. I'm here remotely with Erin Bowden, an attorney who works at our Abilene office. Erin leads our family law practice team at the Legal Aid of Northwest Texas and is here today to give some information to help Texans experiencing domestic violence during the coronavirus pandemic. Good morning, Erin. What should I do if I want to leave an abusive situation right now?
Hello. Well, first of all, if someone in your home is violent towards you or your children, you should call the police. Not only can the police help you keep you safe by arresting the person who's being violent to you, but they can also help you get an emergency protective order from the court. We'll talk a little bit more about protective orders in this video. There are also many organizations and shelters which provide free services to survivors of domestic violence and child abuse, including temporary shelter, counseling, and safety planning. These services can help you leave an abusive relationship. You can find this help by calling the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or by visiting them online at www.thehotline.org.
What is a protective order?
Well, protective orders are orders that a court can grant to protect you from your abuser or your child's abuser. Generally, protective orders are granted regarding your family or household member or someone you've dated. Protective orders can do a lot of different things to protect you, such as ordering the abuser to stay away from your house, preventing the abuser from owning a firearm, and even creating emergency orders for possession of your children. Most importantly, violating parts of the protective order is a crime, so the police can arrest the abuser for violating that protective order.
Are there different types of protective orders?
Yes, there are. Like I mentioned, the police can help you get an emergency protective order. This kind of order can remove your abuser from your home and help you be safe. Generally, these kinds of protective orders will last anywhere from 30 to 90 days at first. Then you can ask for another protective order that lasts longer for up to 2 years or more. There are also longer protective orders that you can apply for if you're a victim of domestic violence, stalking, sexual assault, or trafficking. You can also get a longer protective order by filing what's called an application and going in front of a judge. These protective orders usually last 2 years, but they can be longer depending on the type of protective order and your specific circumstances. Now, you can get help filing for a protective order by applying at your local legal aid office, at the district attorney's office, or by hiring a private attorney. You can also file for a protective order without an attorney. More information and forms are available on www.texaslawhelp.org. Filing fees cannot be charged for protective orders, and legal aid offices and district attorney's offices do not charge for their services.
Are the courts even open right now to get a protection order?
Yes, they are open, although many courts are working remotely and have reduced the number of cases they will hear. The Texas Supreme Court is allowing courts to change the way they operate during the pandemic. So many courts are hearing only these cases that need immediate attention, such as protective orders and other emergency matters. In some counties, there are very few face-to-face hearings going on right now. Some courts are holding telephone hearings or video conference hearings. So before you go to a courthouse, it's best to call and ask if you need to make an appointment first or if court hours have changed.
Can I still file a protection order on my own during the pandemic if my court is closed to the public?
Yes, you can. Even if the district clerk's office in your county is not open to the public or requires an appointment, you can still file new cases as well as file documents in pending cases. All district clerks in Texas accept documents that are filed electronically, including from people who are representing themselves. You can get more information about filing a case electronically at www.efiletexas.gov. You can also call your county's district clerk's office and find out other ways that your county is accepting filing during the coronavirus outbreak.
What if I have children with my abuser?
Well, if you have children with your abuser, it is possible that a protective order could include the children. It's even possible that a protective order allows the children to live with one parent or the other. In that case, it might or might not allow the other parent to have visitation, possibly with a supervisor or with other restrictions. Now, if you have children with your abuser and already have a court order for visitation, it's possible that a protective order could change if, when, and how that visitation will happen.
What about other types of cases beside protective orders? Are courts still hearing divorces and custody cases?
Sometimes they are. You can still file a divorce or custody case right now, but you might not be able to finalize your divorce or custody case immediately. If you or your attorney think that there is some reason the case cannot wait until the courts are scheduling more cases, you may ask the court to have the final trial remotely. That said, courts are still having temporary orders hearings that allow them to put orders into place for custody, child support, or property that you and your spouse might own while the case is waiting to be finalized.
Thank you so much for joining me, Erin. If you have more questions or if you need legal assistance, you can apply for help at your local legal aid office. Legal Aid of Northwest Texas provides free legal help in areas like housing, consumer law, public benefits, and family law to low-income individuals and families in North and West Texas. If you live in North and West Texas, you can apply for help with Legal Aid of Northwest Texas, and eligible applicants can speak to an attorney. You can apply by calling 888-529-5277. For more information, please visit us online at www.landwt.org.